Hey, happy Sunday, all my viewers. Happy Sunday to every one of you. It's your regular host again, Edith Sidem, with the coming your way with the African Pacesetters here every Sunday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Every Sunday, we try to do our best, okay? We bring you this show on 3 platforms. You can either watch us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. This show is brought to you under the auspices of GCSDN, the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. Let me increase my volume. Okay, today we're going to talk about an innovator and a pace setter who is currently making waves in Nigeria and Egypt. He's currently living in Egypt, but he's a Nigerian by birth, an Ishan man. Let's keep telling our stories. That's the line. Because it's unblended. Hardworking people are worthy of celebration. What's wrong with my camera today? Hardworking people are worthy of celebration. So before we move on today, we want you to invite your friends. I like many people talking to me. I like to make friends. I like the warm vibe. So invite your friends to join us so they can also be part of this beautiful and exciting show. Okay, I'm going to go on a quick break and I'll be back shortly. So before I do that, make sure you put your hands on your phone. Click, click, click. Invite others. Share the broadcast. Thank you.
Oh, I don't gawk yourself. Sell your vote. You don't sell your future. But sell your birthright. How much self? Divide them by 4 years. How much is that? No sell your vote, oh. No matter the thing them they tell you, no matter how the thing they do you, no matter how much money them they give you.
I'm dancing. I love Two-Face. Okay, welcome back to the show, African Pacesetters. We're back. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. Yeah, I could see that you're inviting people. Yeah. Thank you for coming on. So today we're going to take on an African innovator. His name is Mr. Engineer Eugene Okosun. Engineer Eugene Okosun is a seasoned professional and an accomplished chartered accountant, chartered occupational health and safety practitioner, and a fellow of various internationally respected bodies. Armed with vast experience spanning the railways, construction, buildings, road, bridges, tunnels, and the energy sector, Okosun has worked in the United Kingdom, Middle East, and North Africa with records of impressive performance to boot. He holds a master's degree in engineering from the London South Bank University and a postgraduate diploma in risk management from the University of East London, among others. I'm reading from Wikipedia. Eugene is currently the Health, Safety and Environment Consultant Manager, K&A Egypt, on behalf of National Authority for Tunnels Egypt, a government entity on the multi-billion-dollar metro project, 10th of Ramadan Railway project for the new administrative capital of the North African country, presently under construction. Engineer Eugene Okosun is one of the numerous Nigerians in the diaspora who are doing massive exploits in their host countries and are willing to replicate same in Nigeria if given the opportunity. The seasoned professional who hails from Esan Southeast, that is Edo State. Esan Southeast local government of Edo State, Nigeria, now in Qatar, flaunts decades of experience in construction, railways, road, bridges, etc. These are the kind of people we need back home. In his words, I'm very optimistic about the future. I believe we can achieve whatever we dream of as humans and collectively as a nation. Nigeria is one of the most blessed nations in the world with so much untapped human and natural resources. All we need are leaders with vision and discipline. The current socio-economic vices in our nation are due to lack of infrastructure and unemployment. We need to engage our youth positively. There are many Nigerians, both home and in diaspora, who can be part of this great movement if given the opportunity. We need patriotic leaders, and believe me, you will see what transformation would bring to our great nation. As you can see on my screen, that is Eugene Okosun, the professional, very, very seasoned engineer building railways. Frankly, Nigeria stands to gain a lot from the functional rail transportation system if we could have functional national railway network that covers the entire nation, which is achievable. It is achievable. Yes, if we have dedicated and disciplined leaders, not these Ghana Moscow leaders. We do, see, because they don't have no brain. All they just know is to borrow and steal, and our naira is washing away like toilet paper. Like so many things are just going wrong, because when the head is wrong, the body is wrong. Everybody that goes with you is wrong. Can you imagine if you have a brain problem, or if you are brain dead, your legs and hands will not move. So this is what is going on with Nigeria. Buhari does not have the capacity. He's not competent. He doesn't know anything. So this is why we're going backward from number 20 to number 0. So if we have dedicated and disciplined leaders, it is achievable. 100% yes. Go to Egypt and see how the government is aggressively revamping their railway network, from LRT, monorail, highway, high-speed rail. A functional national network will provide massive job opportunities for many Nigerians, reduce fatigue on our already dilapidated road networks, including reducing road accidents, increase volume of businesses, activities across the nations, and more, especially generate good revenue to the government. Rail transportation is the bread and butter for many advanced nations. Many African developing countries are slowly realizing this. It takes, let me put this Eugene picture again. It has taken African countries or developing world a very long time to realize this. Railways are just too important, very, very important. Railways are a climate smart, very, very smart and efficient way to move people and freight around. Railways, they do a lot of stuff. Railways promote economic growth, while cutting greenhouse gas emissions. They create clean and compact way to move millions of goods and services, millions of tons that comes from other countries into your country, or vice versa. Millions of passengers, millions of tons and goods across nations and across continents. Railway, in fact, is just at the top notch like this. But we are slowly just realizing this now. The developed world has moved on, but we're just slowly getting into it, knowing the importance of railway. When you use railway, you cut the emission gas. You make the environment even cleaner, because now cars, instead of 1,000 cars on the road, when you're using the rail system, which is clean and compact, you have maybe less than half cars on the road, which is going to emit gases and all of that from the carbon monoxide that they're polluting the air with. So railway, the importance of railway cannot be overemphasized. The importance cannot be overemphasized. That's why we need as many hands on deck to complete this, to make it a reality in Africa and Nigeria, in Africa at large, and Nigeria, who the leaders have refused to grow up to know what is going on here. They travel outside the world. It's so funny. Their children are over here. They come here for medical tourism, medical care. They enjoy our roads and everything. They go back home and they steal the money. Is that not federal juju that is worrying their head? Currently, there's a huge brain drain in Nigeria because Nigeria is not a place to live. There's a huge brain drain. So our question now is, what can the Nigerian government do to attract professionals like Eugene, who has this seasoned knowledge, well standard? He can do a lot of stuff. He has the resume to show for it. He has you can see all his work that he's doing with Egypt. Now he has been through so many places. People like Eugene, we want them to come back home. Like Eugene to come back home to help the development of Nigeria. One of the key priorities is for the government to set up a think tank. A think tank is a body of experts providing advice and ideas on specific political and economic problems. You brainstorm together, you think together. All these are like seasoned engineers and all of that. They come together and they do the work. They give the best advice. That's a think tank, not just one person, but people like Eugene. We need them back home. We do need them back home. So the first thing to do now is to address the security issue that is very critical. Nobody wants to dwell in an unsafe environment at all. If you're outside of the country, Nigeria, and you've seen everything now going on with our country right now, even Abuja is being shut down, the schools there and all of that, would you think in a heartbeat to come home? No. You don't want to come home, especially when you bring in some very positive things back home to do. You don't want to come home and die. You want to come home and rebuild. You want to come home and make it better. You don't want to come home and die there because there's no security. So number one, the highest factor right now for these people to come back home that we're telling the government about is that we have brain drain in Nigeria, and it's currently affecting us a lot. It's security issue. The government has to tackle on security. Buhari has failed us below expectation. In fact, we didn't expect any failures, but he has failed us. We can't even understand we can't measure the amount of failure that Buhari has. Buhari has failed us completely. So I don't think anybody wants to, any of these seasoned engineers or people that can help us want to come back home in this kind of state. So the country has to be politically, economically stable for us to have people like this back home. Because now Eugene is doing so much. Vast majority of his work is outside the country. He wants to come back home. The first thing to do is to address security issues. This is very critical. Nobody wants to dwell in an unsafe environment. Secondly, the whole issue of power. Electricity, not be generator. Electricity is not that one that is doing all day. Electricity, the real one. The issue of power needs to be addressed, and of course the economy needs some measure of stability. The current uncertainty of situations doesn't make homecoming attractive. You all will agree with me. However, because of the patriotism to our dear country, some of us are unwilling to come. Some of us are willing, according to Eugene, some of us are willing to come join the government to move things forward, because Nigeria is on a standstill. Come on. Nigeria is on a standstill. So we need to, push things forward. We're on a standstill. We're not going nowhere. There's no development. There's nothing. We are retrogressing instead of progressing. So that's not what we want. We want to move this country forward. So people like Eugene wants to come home. They want to come and replicate the same thing they're doing in the diaspora over here. He lives in Qatar right now, in Egypt. He's doing massive job there. He wants to come home and do the same thing, but he needs a stable platform. He needs a suitable place to live in, a stable economy, security, and power. Those things should be in place before anybody that has brain wants to come home and do something. So Eugene was asked, how long will it take to link every part of Nigeria together with an efficient rail transportation? How long? So he was asked that question. So he said, when he was answering, he said, first, let me say impossibility is nothing. We have the resources, We have the resources and the capabilities to have an efficient and effective national railway system if collectively as a nation we harness our potentials. All this thing boils down to no Ghana must go again. You can't put money in Ghana must go. Government at the national level should identify key projects that are beneficial to us nationally with continuity in mind. You know what he means by when he says continuity in mind, irrespective of the political parties. There must be what we call business continuity. Now APC is on, so if this APC goes away and another party comes in, XYZ comes in, so the XYZ will say in Nigeria, it's so funny. The XYZ will say, not be me start that project, so I not go continue. That project has been abandoned, it's dilapidated, I didn't start, I am not touching. So that's not what we mean by continuity. Continuity is when a project is unfinished and you come into power. It's a 24/7 thing. It's forever thing. You come into power. You don't neglect that thing because you didn't start it. You continue from where it is. Regardless of your party, regardless of your affiliation or whatever you want to call it, you continue with what is on ground. That is the meaning of continuity. So our government are very wasteful. Our leaders, very, very wasteful on top. Because when they see a project, since they didn't give out that project and they didn't they didn't allocate that project and get money from it, they don't want to continue with it, forgetting that this is Nigeria. This is the same country, is going to be beneficial to the citizens of that same country, but they don't care because of party affiliation and all of that. They just abandon that and want to continue, start a new one. So it doesn't make sense if we do that. We're telling our leaders now that continuity is the basis, is Oga Patapata of them all. If I want to use my beautiful pidgin, Oga Patapata of them all. Continuity. Leaders of Nigeria, hear me. When you meet a project, don't say because it's APC that did that project and now your party is SYZ, you're not continuing. That's not what we want. We want from where that person stopped, we should be able to continue. So railway is a key project. With continuity of government, I don't see why we cannot have a railway, a national railway link in the next 10 to 15 years. If these projects are planned and executed, right? In phases with key professionals, we must have self-belief as a nation. Other African countries are developing at a speedy rate, and Nigeria cannot afford to be left behind. So, you see what I'm saying? This is what we should be doing. Continuity is a key factor. Brain drain is the biggest problem that we have right now. If you come to if you are living here in the diaspora, or if you travel to Europe, America, and London, all those places, you will find that there are so many Nigerians that are excelling out of the woods, excelling into the sky. In fact, it's unmeasurable. The amount of positivity, the vibes going on with Nigerians, because they have a platform. For here, they know they strike. There is no ASU strike. See, children going to school here will just keep going to school unless you make the decision to be a failure, or you make the decision to be one kind of a nuisance to yourself. You just keep going. Nothing will hinder your progress. If there's a platform, it's not as if I can say here is heaven, but compared to Nigeria is heaven. Of course, because there's no strike, there's no insecurity issue. There, all countries have their challenges, but Nigeria is just at the bottom. Like Buhari said, from top to bottom. Nigeria is just at the bottom of everything good, down below. So there's nothing that can thrive there like good things. So we need things to change. We need things to turn around. This man is promising that it is possible, it is doable in Nigeria. It is tenable if we have a stable political platform and security. If we have power, we have security, and the government, the leaders are stable, we will surely do this. This is achievable. So this is what we're saying. Nigerian government, I beg. We want that country to also be part of all these G7s and all of that. It's not something that is not achievable. We can't do this if we really put our heads to do it. So the brain drain in Nigeria is affecting us. The doctors now, most of them are in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia just doing their thing because they were in Nigeria. They weren't even regarded as doctors. These people have gone to school for how many years? How many years of suffering? How many years of reading and struggling? And after that, you find that they come out with peanuts, and the government don't even recognize them. Some have to keep working in private hospitals, private clinics, and they are paid peanuts for all those years that they went to school. This is something that nobody wants to hear about, right? This is something that you don't want to do. Like after school, after everything, you end up just being a shadow of yourself. So this is why there's brain drain, and that brain drain now is affecting us in every way. And we are trying to tell the government of Nigeria that this is our problem right now. It's not about banning Twitter, and it's not about telling people that are, agitating for a good country to shut up. It's not about killing people because they want a better government. No, it's about listening and doing the right thing. If you can't, get out of that seat and let somebody else do it who is competent enough to handle the case. So this is why we came here today to tell you about Eugene Okosun, an innovator, a very, very seasoned engineer that can help Nigeria move Nigeria forward in terms of railway, in terms of transportation and all of that. Thank you for listening to me. And let me see if I have comments. Oh, Sonny Demi. Edo to the world. Okosun, you are a true reflection of your home base. Yes. Esa, oh yeah! Edo, yeah! He's an Isha man, and I'm proud of him. You are a true reflection of your home base. May the Almighty God continue to grant you more strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Kudos to you, my Edo man. Yes, I am proud of him. He's an Edo son. Railways are an efficient way to move people around. If only our leaders will invest in the way of transportation. It's huge. They're just waking up to know. And I don't know if Nigerian leaders know this, but some African countries that are going like Kenya, hey, they are moving on. They are just knowing now. People are waking up. And I pray that Nigerian leaders, we know, but the leaders are refusing, because if they do this good thing, they won't have the money to put inside their Ghana must go. Excuse me, my dear. Allergy time. Oh my. They won't have money to put inside their Ghana must go. So this is why it's so slow for them. Even if they know and acknowledge the good thing, they don't want to do it. So I have who again? Sonny Demi. Thank you, Mrs. Edith Demudia, aka. Oh my God, you all know me now. Area Mama, only me. If you see anybody with that title, take it from them. It belongs to me. Area Mama, for your presentation and this informative program. You're doing very well. Keep it up. Thank you, Mr. Sonny. Thank you, hubby. Thank you. Alicia, well done, Area Mama. Oh my God, thank you, Alicia. Thank you. You're gonna show your face someday. I don't see a picture there. Sonny Demi again. Many of Nigerian citizens are really doing well and excelling in every area of development, but because of our corrupt, greedy, selfish, self-centered, old, recycled, and retired politicians. Yeah, of course, Sonny. Of course, that's what I explained in my critical analysis. I was just saying all of them. These people know, but they don't want to do the right thing. So this is why we're suffering. So any other comments? That is right. Nigeria has the resources. We do. We have tons of resources to make this achievable, but we're wasting our potential. Of course we do. We have it. We do. It's achievable. It's doable, but the leaders are the problem. Yes, there's so many unfinished projects in Nigeria. Continuity is key. Thank you, IA. It is key. If you don't continue with what is on ground, I don't think we can go forward, because then you're using another new money, new whatever allocation to do the new one, instead of that the old project to be completed. You're starting a new one, which is very, very wrong. Okay, Francis, please tell them, because it seems as if our leaders are deaf. My bro, thank you for coming on. Yeah, they present you with the deaf ears. They know, because we see them here. Their children are here. They come here for their medical tourism. They come here to take their annual, whatever you call it, their medicals, to do their checkup. Their children come here. They do come here for holidays. They see the road. They see the railway system. They are all amazed. But when they go home, they open the Ghana must go and put the money. So if you put your money in the wrong way, you don't expect that money to work for you. You have to put it back into the economy for it to work. They do. They are not deaf. They are wicked. They are evil. They are not deaf, but they are very, 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 very evil. They are not deaf, my dear. Thank you for coming on. Do I have any other comment before we move on? Oh, he's very encouraging. Wow. But the Nigerian leadership will not see any value in such personalities because of cluelessness. Now be with the talk since. Now with the talk. And evil-mindedness. We cannot continue like this. Aluta continue. Thank you. Thank you, my comrades. Of course, we're just saying the same thing, the same language in maybe another kind of, in another form. Haram Limited, correct. Exactly, my brother. Thank you for coming on. Correct. Yeah, the statement is so correct. Margaret Jebutu, they are wicked and selfish. In fact, if there's any name more than this wicked and selfish, we will call them that. They are just a total disappointment. 8 years, Buhari no fit do anything. Oh my God. And when Amechi, they call, is it Amechi, Minister of Road and whatever, he does one thing. He tells you that he has spent billions to do 1 kilometer of road. Oh my goodness. Oh geez. No other comment. Okay, thank you so much. We're moving on. We're going to be ending this show soon. I just want to quickly show you a video. Please stay tuned and enjoy the video.
This is St. Bridget Catholic Church, where there's supposed to have been PVC collection and registration today. To our greatest amazement, the police are just coming in. Some hoodlums came into the Catholic Church, carried away the machine, depriving a lot of people from registration, saying that if they register, they are likely to vote for Peter Obi. Is that what we continue to face in this country? Is that what we continue to face? Are we not going to take this country back? With this kind of situation, how are we going to take this country back? How are we going to fight this corruption? How are we going to take this country back and let the country continue to move? Now, as I'm talking to you now, a lot of people are disenfranchised. A lot of people are discouraged. A lot of people are stranded. We don't really know where we are facing in this country. Where are we going? How can somebody come into a church, a reputed church like this magnitude, come to carry the machine with which they are giving PVC today? Today, 29th of July 2022, where are we going, Nigeria? Reporting this issue now is Dr. Ambassador Princess Okoje Idemudia from St. Bridget Catholic Church, Ijesha. Thank you and God bless you all.
Okay. Oh, she has my namesake, but she's not my sister, though. I did with there. Oh, did you hear that announcement? It was very shocking to me. I told you, my program really deals on African pacesetters, innovators, good people. But because I am a Nigerian, so I have the right to talk about my country, 100%, 101%. Did you hear and did you see that video? Did you see the agitation, the lamentation in that video? Some people without brain, or I don't know, without brain, without heart, went to the church where they were registering for PVC to change the narrative right now. They went and, removed the machine. They went and steal those machines, destroyed the PVC cards and all of that, so that they won't vote. They said people who are registering there, they're going to vote for Obi, or they're going to vote for the other candidate that they don't want. So my question is, We have been talking about, excuse me. We have been talking about PVC, about registering your PVC, getting your PVC, and participating in the electoral process after you're 18. If you're 18 and up, you are eligible. And then these people are coming in. We've also been talking about do not sell your vote, do not be a thug, do not be this, do not be that. So are you telling me these people do not hear? They hear. They have decided to just be a nuisance, a complete nuisance. Let me tell you, these people now they think that they're doing the best for themselves because they are what we call hoodlums, right? But they are doing a complete disservice to themselves and a disservice to the nation at large. For the small peanut that these politicians are giving you, you go and disrupt the electoral process. You go and steal PVC and the ballot boxes and do all of that, intimidate and harass our people. Because of what? We've been crying all this while because of this PVC thing. If you continue to do this, don't you think you're mortgaging the lives of your family, your country, everything into the hands of all this stupidity? I'm sorry for using this word. I'm really mad. I am not generalizing the whole youth, because I've seen the work of youth. It is really, really encouraging. They are going out, getting their PVCs, and some are sensitizing everywhere. I even saw some people sharing aprons for their, candidates. If you want to talk for your candidates, you are, it's a free country. Though Buhari has made it like you cannot speak, you don't have freedom of speech in that country. But if you want to talk for your candidate, you don't need to disrupt the other person's thing. You don't need to go there and destroy the PVC machine. This is unthinkable. This is unfathomable. I don't know how some people think. You go there and remove these PVC machines because you think they're not going to vote for your candidate. Look at politicians sending these thugs. We've been talking to you thugs. Your name is not thug. Your name is a youth. We've been talking to you, sending messages across that. If you are part of this disruption to the free and fair electoral process, you are part of Nigeria's problem. You are part of our problem. Because if you agree to destroy this process, then you also agree to suffer another 4 to 8 years. Nigerians are suffering enough. Our mumu never reach. When our mumu go do? When? With all these sufferings that Buhari has heaped on us, he has unleashed sufferings of the highest magnitude to us, and you are not affected, and you don't think about it. So when will you ever think about it? How are you going to change the system? We are crying that this thing is not going well, and you're doing it the same way, disrupting our electoral process. You are a thug right now. Their children are over here schooling. Hey, their children cannot come and be a thug for them. They're not coming home to be a thug. You are the Agbero that is doing the work for them. Why can't you say no? Because if you say no, that is the end of game, the end of the game, the end of the business. They're not going to send their children. They're not going to come by themselves. They're going to stop doing evil. So you are an accomplice. You are somebody that is enabling them. I call you an enabling environment because if they're not seeing you send message, they're not going to come steal PVC machine by themselves. Why are you guys so afraid and stealing PVC machines, disrupting and harassing people around because we want to do election? This is not right. If you are part of this game, I want you to opt out. It's not too late, please. Tell these politicians to send their children to go do the havoc. We like her like that. Their fathers already ruled our fathers. They are ruling us right now. Their children are in school here to come and rule your children. Is that what you want? When will it ever be your time? When will it ever be your time? When will you wake up to smell the coffee? Let's be cautious. Let's do the right thing. Let's be guided. Thank you, everyone, for listening to me. This is we are almost at the end of our show. I'm really disappointed at what I saw and the video that that what that woman just said in that video, and it's true. Video tells it all. Please, if you are in this game, rotten, dirty, unreasonable, and please opt out of it. Tell them to use their children, tell them to use their family, whatever. Don't do it for them, please. Thank you so much. Is there any new comments? And please, I want to also tell you, sensitize people at home. Yes, please. Your neighbors, your or people living in your community, sensitize them. Tell them why Nigeria has to move forward. If we leave Nigeria like this, we are all going to sink. This is not one man's problem. Oh. Did you see the other day, the Senate now, they are crying. The senators, they are crying. Rubbish. Where have you guys been? Why didn't you cry for all these years that they've been raping and kidnapping and doing mayhem to the masses? You've never cried. Now it is coming near you. The heat is coming and you are crying now that Buhari has to go. Well, too bad. It's too late. Let's do it right now in 2023. Please stop stealing PVC. Stop disrupting our electoral process. So I have a new comment. Who is that? Thank you, Sister Edie, for this program. Always looking forward to your show. Keep up the good work. Thank you, IA. Thank you so much for coming on. Haram said, Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much. That's the end of my comments. I want to say thank you for coming on. Next week, I'm going to be here again with another exciting and inspirational, very educative news story that I bring your way every time. I want you to learn about these hardworking people. Give them kudos wherever they are. Eugene, I say kudos to you, my dear son. Kudos, kudos to you, and kudos to so many people out there that we haven't mentioned, but maybe someday we'll come across and we'll pick you up and mention your name, because you deserve accolades, you deserve awards for doing many good things. So we're going to be pouring encomiums on good people, so that the news will keep going. We want more good people to come into our society, to be in our society. If they are there, if these good people are with us, life will not be very difficult. So thank you, everyone. I want to say goodbye here. I'll see you on Sunday next week, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Ciao. Do your best.